Nizel, baby, what is going on? Good people. I'm glad I don't sound as nasally today, man. I was struggling yesterday. And then I did a voiceover today for work. And I was like, bruh, why I sound so sick? I'm not sick. I refuse to be. Shut up. Anyway, Hell in a Cell 2015. We predicting it, baby. It should be a pretty good show. I think we looked at the card before we went on air since Justin made us wait for 3 years. We got a chance to look at the card before we went on air, and it looked pretty good. It really did. I really like No Mercy personally. I did, so I'm excited for Hell in a Cell. A little bit more gimmick to this pay per view, so should be interesting.
He says you're on drugs.
What?
Amy says you're on drugs.
It's a good freaking pay per view. It's probably the best one of the year. Moving on.
No Mercy. Actually, it was a pretty good show.
No Mercy was good. It was the best pay per view besides like Mania.
I'll tell you what about No Mercy. Okay.
Okay, tell us what.
See, the undercard was better than the main events. Like the main events, they were hyping up to be the best matches of the night. I think those matches were kind of overwhelming. The John Cena, Roman Reigns, and the Brock Lesnar and
the ending to the Strowman Lesnar match just was stupid because it only had Strowman been billed as an unstoppable monster and he got stopped by one F5.
Yeah, true.
One F5.
Like I said, it was just overwhelming.
You mean
you mean underwhelming, but
that's what I meant. Underwhelming.
Overwhelming. I feel like Cena Reigns was really good though. I really liked it.
It was good, but I don't like who won the match.
I mean, it was good for two guys who can't wrestle.
Well, the both guys. That's one thing I can't say. Despite the criticism of their characters, they're both good big match wrestlers. They do a good job. I think Reigns does a good job. I think Reigns, unfortunately, has been handicapped by the shoddy and lazy writing of the WWE.
I mean, have we seen his promos in the last 2 or 3 weeks?
It's funny because on Monday night, I actually thought that he was handled very well. I thought he was.
Yeah, this previous Monday and the Monday before was really good too.
Yes, they're doing a good job because they're slowly building up a Shield reunion.
It's pretty cool, and it's funny because you can't have the Shield without Roman Reigns, so you gotta love him either way. Moving on, let's jump into Hell in a Cell 2017. Our first match is probably the pre-show match. That's not. We got a pre-show match. Did you put the pre-show match on there? Do we want to talk about the pre-show match? Nope.
What is the pre-show match?
There's a pre-show match? I didn't even know there was a pre-show.
Bros?
Oh, good God. We know who's going to win this.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let's go back to that.
LOL, not the Hype Bros?
No. They're building up a breakup angle. It's going to be like the Rockers, man.
I mean, who's gonna actually come out on top on this one? Zack Ryder probably gets injured. Mojo Rawley.
I don't know. I don't think either guy's really gonna do anything.
Yeah, we're gonna skip this match unless Justin's actually doing something with this match. But I think we're gonna skip this match. I think it's obvious, and it's a pre-show match, so it's probably not gonna be that good. Let's jump to Randy Orton and Rusev. All right, Randy Orton versus Rusev. I'm going with Rusev, even though these are two of my boys going at it, and it's a tough decision. But Randy Orton is ready to go back the heel route, so I think that Rusev is gonna win, and he's gonna kind of force that heel aspect of Randy Orton to come back out. I'm going with Rusev, baby. Roo. Long live the Roo. Brandon.
My man Ruru, he's gonna get it done. It's gonna be Sunday. Is gonna be Rusev Day. Rusev wins. I did say Rusev was gonna win at SummerSlam, so I missed out on a couple picks at SummerSlam, and the opposite happened. But I think Rusev gets the W. I think he needs it worse than Orton does at this point. Orton, and DJ, you brought up a good point. I do think that we might be seeing a heel Randy Orton coming pretty soon. Even it's come from his mouth that he hates being a babyface right now.
Yeah, and we talked about it on the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast episode 7 last week, where we were like, well, he can turn back heel, but what more can he do?
What more can you do
Like,
as a
there's
heel
nothing-
or a baby face? He's
either way.
he's,
And as much as I
he's not a
like him,
spring
he's
chicken.
my second favorite of all time. But
Uh-huh.
man,
Who's your favorite, Roman?
but my favorite Stone Cold.
Oh, yeah.
But
That's hard to beat.
Roman's third. Let's be honest. Justin.
I'm gonna go with Rusev to get the win here, just because I think WWE's gonna do that 50-50 booking. They always up to that. They don't want to give somebody to flat out win the rivalry. They just want to keep the. They just want to do that 50-50 booking, which I'm sick and tired of that. Like,
Yeah,
have
50-50 booking's very annoying.
Yeah, it is. Like a majority of the rivalries that happens with, but I got Rusev win here, and I wouldn't be surprised to see another Randy Orton heel turn. Like, it won't shock me. Like, I'm not going to be really invested in it that much because we've seen Randy Orton heel and face so many times. Like, I don't know what else to do with Randy Orton. Like, I think the best heel Randy Orton I saw was probably when he did that whole Legend Killer phase. That was my favorite heel run.
He was good. He was really good at that point. My favorite was the initial IED thing that happened.
That was in 2009. 2009.
That was great.
When he
and then Triple H
punted.
killed him dead. Yes.
At WrestleMania, that match was bad.
Yeah. That was it also had to follow Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels.
Oh, true. That's one of the greatest matches of all times.
Absolutely.
But no, I got
moving
Rusev
on
winning.
to Casey and Amy. Y'all can pick whoever goes first.
I personally couldn't care less about this match if I tried. I really don't care. I'm just gonna go with Rusev because I don't give a shit at all, not even a little bit.
Amy, you feel the same way the writing does.
Amy says Randy.
Alrighty, let's move on to the next match, which is Bobby Roode going up against.
Hey, just something to point out. Every match is in the Hell in a Cell. Oh, yeah. I'm joking about that.
Obviously,
well, maybe they can bring back Hell in a Cell
style pay-per-view. But Bobby Roode versus Dolph Ziggler. I'm excited for this match. I like the build-up of this. I like Dolph Ziggler kind of calling fans like just basically gimmick people, like just liking gimmicks, just basically like gimmick lovers. And I've liked him like impersonating everybody's entrances. That's been fun. And I'm liking him a lot. I wish they would have went this real with him before. Kind of him being underappreciated for all he does. But I'm liking Bobby Roode as well. I haven't seen much of Roode, and maybe it's just because I haven't really watched SmackDown that in depth. I've been watching it, but I haven't really watched every single solitary.
He hasn't been on there much.
So I mean, I thought maybe I was missing it or something, but I saw him last week with Ziggler, or it might not have been last week. It might have been more so this past
Bless
week.
You.
Thank you.
I don't know. I definitely I like it though. Like I'm definitely liking this feud. I think it has all the makings of a good feud. But
yeah, it does.
I think Bobby Roode gets the victory here on his first pay-per-view match since coming up from NXT. Brandon.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty easy pick. I think Bobby Roode, this is his, first match, like you said, on WWE pay-per-view on the main roster. Don't think it's any reason why Ziggler should even come close to winning this match. Ziggler, I kind of like what he's doing, mimicking the entrances, but it's kind of a little ham-fisted. But it is what it is. And
I like when he mocked the Undertaker. That was pretty cool.
It was. It actually was well done.
I thought, that would be cool if Taker would have came out though.
Well, too, the one thing about Ziggler that's where a lot of people probably would draw comparisons between this and Damian Sandow doing it, but the thing about it is Dolph Ziggler's actually has purpose behind it. Damian Sandow didn't. There was nothing behind it. It was just Damian Sandow just having nothing to do. Whereas I like that there's like real purpose behind it. It's actually building him up that much more.
Well, the thing is, I think it's building up to something where, he had teased that he's going to have an entrance like nobody's ever seen on Sunday. So we have no idea what he's going to come out with. I have to say one thing, guys, with this gimmick he's been doing, I think they really missed the boat on doing. They could have done a CM Punk entrance. I really would have liked to see.
Oh my God, that would have been.
Because you can tell that the crowd actually wanted it. Because when he did that, and on Tuesday, they actually chanted CM Punk when he was doing those entrances.
Wait, where were they at? They were in Denver, right?
They were in Denver. Yes, they were in Denver.
Yeah.
I don't know why Denver wanted CM Punk, but it was funny. But yeah, Bobby Roode, he gets the win here. It should be. I don't know. It probably will be a feud that will continue. Maybe. I don't know. I know it's advertised on that Starrcade show at Thanksgiving weekend in Greensboro, but subject card to change. So we'll see.
Alrighty, Justin.
I mean, easy pick here is Bobby Roode. I mean, I don't really think they have really much investment in Dolph Ziggler to get Dolph Ziggler to get the win here. I mean, I just don't care about him much anymore. I mean, I kind of like what he's doing now with mocking people. I think that's pretty funny. But like if they did hit this stuff in 2013, I would have had more investment in him. But no, I just think they dropped the ball with him a long time ago. I like, oh, Dolph Ziggler's still there. Like, I don't know. I got Dolph Ziggler. I got Bobby Roode winning here.
Alrighty, Casey and Amy.
I don't know. I've watched the build up with Dolph Ziggler. I haven't watched since they added Bobby Roode in there. I knew they were gonna do the feud, but I didn't see the last couple weeks. But it's still an easy pick because LOL Ziggler loses. That's just kind of what he does. He sells really good, and then he loses. So, Bobby Roode. Amy?
I don't know. I really love Dolph and want him to win because that would be a good put over for him, to be honest, if he does win. However, I think they do Roode winning, but Ziggler goes off the deep end in the end of the match somehow. I don't know what he does, but he goes full crazy heel, pipe bomb, everything, maybe goes destructive and go from there.
All right, I like that. That's a good idea. They should do that. Moving on to AJ Styles versus Baron Corbin for the United States Championship. I'm going with AJ Styles. I still don't know where exactly Baron Corbin's build is. He was built pretty decently well before Mr. Money in the Bank, and then that happened, and I really haven't seen much of him since then. So I'm gonna go with AJ, and I really don't have much to really say about this match, to be honest. Brandon.
Yeah, I have to say this. The AJ Corbin. This is another pretty easy pick for me. I think AJ wins. The thing is, I could be wrong. They set it up on Tuesday. I know you said you didn't watch. You didn't watch SmackDown on Tuesday, did you, DJ?
I didn't watch. I watched some of it.
Yeah, because like I said, they had a segment where Baron Corbin lost to Ty Dillinger on a roll up, and then AJ pretty much cut him up on the microphone. Basically said that Corbin takes shortcuts and he fails at cash in the briefcase and lost to Cena at SummerSlam and. Basically, and then Corbin didn't get any kind of rebuttal in. He basically just stood there like a chump and just, looked menacingly at the Titantron. So it set up where you think maybe Corbin might be able to pull it off, but I don't think there's any upside in putting the U.S. title on Baron Corbin just because Baron Corbin's been booked so poorly, and also he's been pretty much made look like a complete jabroni. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think AJ is going to win. But, maybe they might switch it up and maybe take the belt off AJ because really, in all honesty, AJ Styles does not need the United States Championship. But I do think AJ is going to win and he'll keep that belt for a while longer. Maybe do a unification match or a title versus title match at like the Royal Rumble or WrestleMania.
That'd be pretty cool to see. Him versus Nakamura.
Yes.
Book that WrestleMania.
I think that is going to happen, though.
You know what they should do? They should do the WWE Championship versus the United States Championship. Unify them. I mean, not unify them, like winner take all.
Oh, yeah, title for title. Yeah, kind of like the Ultimate Warrior and Hogan. Yeah, that would be.
Or kind of like Cena and Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
From back in. Or they did multiple title for titles.
He almost said back in the day. I don't know if anybody caught that, but he almost
No,
said
I didn't. No, I didn't.
He did.
I didn't.
Did anybody else catch him saying back and about to say back in the day?
I said multiple.
No, you were about to say back in the
day. But whatever. I'm going to do my prediction. I got AJ Styles retaining here. I don't know. Don't think they've been booking Baron Corbin well lately. I mean, I've been seeing I've been seeing what they've been doing on SmackDown. Pretty much like Baron Corbin, he's been interfering in the matches with like Ty Dillinger and stuff, and and I remember Baron Corbin cut this promo. He said, he's not going to take any shortcuts. He's just going to he's not going to squander any opportunities. He's going to get it done fairly. I just don't see that happening. I don't see him winning here. I see AJ Styles retaining. And I also agree with what you say, Brandon. Like, AJ Styles does not need that title because he's a big enough superstar. He doesn't need that title around his waist. You know what I mean? There's some superstars that don't need it. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, he elevates the title. He makes the title. Really, the only two guys who've won that United States Championship and it's felt special is Cena
and AJ.
And AJ Styles. I mean,
Rusev. I thought he was a pretty good U.S. champion.
Rusev was a good United States champion. Roman didn't need to be United States champion.
No.
Just because, he barely defended it. And, DJ, you would agree with me on that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what that reminded me of? That reminded me of the Dean Ambrose United States Championship title reign.
Oh, yeah. He had it for a year, and he never defended it.
And then they made him defend it on a Raw.
Battle Royal.
Battle Royal, yeah.
And lost. Yeah, that's right. I remember because that was like the most bizarre thing I've ever seen.
Which I was at that show.
Really?
Yeah, I was. It was like what?
Hold up, my boy Andrade is no more contender. Sorry.
Wait, shut up,
bruh. I'm hyped.
No, I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear anything because
I just saw it on the internet. You shut up.
You shut up.
He not.
Oh, come on, guys. Play nice.
Oh, I can play nice. Where that kick out button at?
Hey.
Casey and Amy.
Personally, I think this should have been a hair versus hair match. I think it would have been
Corbin needs to shave that off. He needs to just go bald headed.
Exactly. So it should have been a hair versus hair match, like they did with Kurt Angle when he started losing his hair. I'm trying to help you, Corbin. I'm trying to help you, bruh. I just don't see Corbin winning. AJ.
Yeah.
Amy.
AJ Styles, because this should have been a triple threat match.
Who should be the third member? Ty Dillinger?
Still think they're gonna somehow Ty Dillinger's gonna get involved in this, and it's gonna end up continuing the feud, and there will be a triple threat match at the next pay-per-view for this.
Survivor Series? Survivor Series?
I don't know, but Baron Corbin's a moron. Can't wrestle.
So, yay? Moving on.
Yeah.
We got our first Hell in a Cell tag team title match, and the first Hell in a Cell match probably on the card, to be honest. We got the New Day, your SmackDown Live tag team champions, going up against the Usos, who should be your SmackDown Live tag team champions. I'm going with day one-ish, baby. I'm going with the Usos. They're my favorite. You know I love the New Day. I really do. But I'm going with the Usos. Uso Penitentiary. Oos.
Oh.
Insert rap lyric here. Oos.
Oh.
Rap
Oh,
some more. Oos.
oh,
And I'm talking about Oos. Bro, I love
oh.
pretty much what they do. Brandon, it's a match.
I tell you, this match I'm actually pretty excited for. All their matches have been
Sorry, Brandon. I apologize. Oos.
Oos.
Oh.
But yeah, this match I'm really excited for. I think this is all their matches have been tremendous. I've really enjoyed every one of them. The Battleground match was great. The SummerSlam match was great. That the street fight they had in Las Vegas was awesome. I really think that the Usos are going to get the belts back. I feel like this is definitely the blow off to this feud. You know, Hell in a Cell usually is a blow off to a feud. I believe this is going to be the blow off. I think Usos get the belts back. I think it's going to be a hell of a match. And I this could go either way, but usually Hell in a Cell, and I'll talk about this more later when we get to Shane and Kevin Owens. Hell in a Cell, usually the heel wins. So I could see the Usos winning, and I just think the Usos are going to get the belts back. And they'll go on
win just so they can say Uso Penitentiary more. Yeah.
Uso Penitentiary, yep. And they won in the Uso Penitentiary over in the Hell in a Cell, man. But I tell you, honestly, these guys have been tearing it up. And hopefully, maybe we can get some other tag teams. I don't know what other tag teams are left on SmackDown besides, the New Day and the Usos. What is it? Brazongo and what's the
Ascension.
Shoot. Well, nobody takes him seriously, but
you also got the villain. You got the villain. You just got to find the VOD part.
They just got the one guy. He's Rusev's buddy now.
But anyway,
but like I said, I think Usos get the W.
All right, and my next Us.
Oh. Oh, what? Oh, you talking about me?
Yeah.
I was lost there for a minute.
Names for this one. It's just Oops. It's how it is.
Oh, Oos. Okay, so everybody's oosing here.
Oos.
I got the Usos winning here. I mean, it's gonna be a fantastic match. I think this or the other Hell in a Cell match could be match of the night. Like, this is gonna be amazing because I really love their match at SummerSlam, and I actually loved all their matches, to be honest with you. But it's gonna be really fun. But I don't really know what they're gonna do with the New Day after this. Are they gonna have one of them turn heel?
You know what? I got an idea. I got an idea for the New Day. They're gonna put them under the table.
Put them. Yeah. It's the thing I said. It's an inside joke.
It's not an inside joke because nobody understands it.
Well, I mean, because I remember it was a while back. It was in 2015.
Try to explain it again.
It's like I remember Xavier Woods under the table. He did something. He did something like that.
Don't try to explain it. Just don't try to explain it.
I don't know how this came apart, but I don't know how a lot of stuff comes apart in my head. But
Somebody,
I'm done.
I'm done. All right. To my other two Oos.
First of all, DJ, I need your help. Which one's Jimmy and which one's Jay?
Oh, so one of them is Oos, and the other one is Oos.
Jay is fat.
Jay is not fat. You shut up.
Jimmy is the one. Fat. Jimmy's the one who's wearing the shirt.
Like
Jimmy's wearing the shirt because he's fat.
He's not fat. Shut up.
Insert Scott Steiner here.
I mean, fat. Let's be honest. Epico feels fat. He's not fat, but he just feels like it.
The Shining Stars come to Puerto Rico.
Like I said, when we found out that there was going to be a tag team Hell in a Cell match, I like the idea. I'm really excited about the idea. I just don't want to see the New Day versus the Usos for the 18th time. Stop it.
Well, hopefully this is the end. Hopefully this is it.
God.
It's
Or the end of the beginning.
Oh
Shut
gosh.
up, DJ.
I'm just gonna go with the Usos because this feud needs to end and be killed and buried and never again.
Never.
Like Cena and Orton.
Delete. You know what else needs to be ended and buried? Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. I'll tell you why.
No, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens will never die. That is the greatest.
Because I remember. I'll tell you why.
It's just like they said. It's just like Sammy said. We're destined to do this forever. Just like the Joker and Batman.
You remember last year, it was at Battleground. They said, as long as they're on the same roster or brand, remember at Battleground, they said this is going to be the blow-off. They can never face each other again. Right. But, what did you say?
WWE, they say that all the time, and
then they face each other again. Yeah, you remember that?
Do you guys remember Once in a Lifetime? John Cena versus The Rock?
Twice in lifetime, then.
Mm-hmm. It happened again. WWE is always...
WWE has no continuity.
No, absolutely not. Well, when you have a 72-year-old man running the company who has the attention span of a 6-year-old, it's kind of hard to have continuity or any kind of semblance of a storyline.
True.
Anyway, Amy, Usos, New Day. I know you're going to pick the New Day because you love them.
Ooh.
It's the Usos, and we're going to see a double Uso splash from the top of the cell.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to break out the cage. I don't think they're going to break out the cage. Maybe the next Hell in a Cell match might. Because of what it says.
Speaking of the next match, like what I did there, we got Natalya going up against Charlotte Flair. Just in case you didn't know, Charlotte Flair now specifically. This is gonna be a good match. I'm excited. I wish it was Hell in a Cell, but these two can put on a good match together regardless. So don't really need to be Hell in a Cell. But I ain't necessarily mad about this not being Hell in a Cell. I don't think this has been one of those feuds where it need to be a Hell in a Cell match.
No.
So I'm gonna go with Natalya. I'm liking Natalya as women's champion. I think Charlotte's bound to get it at some point, but I don't think it's gonna be in this one. I'm going with Natty, the crazy cat lady. Brandon.
Well, this one's the one pick I've had the most trouble with because part of me thinks Charlotte might win this match to be kind of a feel-good moment for her, and they'll take it right away when Carmella finally cashes in that briefcase. And I just, I have a feeling that, the way they set it up where she's come back after Ric Flair almost died, and I just have a feeling that she might get the win. But I don't know. I've been picking a lot of heels to win. So, you know what? I'm gonna go with Charlotte. I'm gonna go with Charlotte to win the women's championship and have Carmella cash in on her to become the new women's champion. I think that's gonna be my pick. I picked Carmella to cash in at SummerSlam. I'm gonna pick it this time. Go ahead.
That will definitely not be fair to Flair. Justin.
I liked their match that they had back in NXT on an NXT Takeover.
It was a good show.
Every NXT Takeover is great.
Oh yeah,
you did great. I never seen a bad. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I never seen a bad NXT Takeover.
Never seen a what?
I never seen a bad NXT Takeover. Shut up, DJ. It's gonna be a really good match here. But I'm gonna go with Charlotte to win here. Throw a title on her. But I don't think there's going to be a cash in right away. I think it might happen on SmackDown.
Maybe.
But I think that's where it's going to happen at. Or maybe have her cash at Survivor Series.
Yeah, well, Survivor Series usually is a show where heels get wins or you have title changes or unexpected title changes. So, yeah, that could happen.
All right.
But yeah, I got Charlotte winning here.
Now to Amy and Casey.
Amy.
Oh, hold on. Pausing. You should go first. I think it's going to be a great match because their NXT match was phenomenal. I love this match, actually. If Natty wins, Carmella cashes in on Natty because it makes more sense because they're feuding, not Charlotte. It's just stupid. You're not going to have Charlotte come back, win this feel-good moment, then get cashed in on Carmella. Not going to work.
Wait, is Natalya a heel?
They're not going to do it to a Flair. Charlotte won 16 pay-per-views in a row and made Sasha look like the worst champion in WWE Women's history. They're not going to have her lose a cash into Carmella, and they're not going to have Carmella lose a cash in that night. Carmella is eventually going to win that title because they're going to do a whole heel run with her and James Ellsworth, unfortunately, that piece of crap. So,
well, Amy, unfortunately, this is the same company that still screwed up Bayley.
I think Natty wins this in general because it'll put them off at a 1-1 in their matches because that match is going to be great.
Yeah.
It's probably the match of the night compared to Shane and KO. I'm sorry, Justin, but your idea, or not Justin, sorry, Brandon. Ugh, too many names in my head right now. They're not going to screw over a Flair like that. I don't know what you're drinking. I don't know what happened.
I am sober as a judge.
Yeah.
I'm sober as a judge. The WWE finds a way to screw with the audience nowadays, and they're going to do it.
Yeah, you and Justin both. Case?
Something about screwing with somebody. That's all I heard.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Same. Casey. Oh.
Who
You
did
did the wrong one.
You're trying to mute me, you jerk. Anyway, see, I'm gonna say, that Carmella coming out and she's gonna cash in, and they're gonna do the classic WWE logic where they make it a triple threat because that makes sense.
That's only happened once.
Exactly,
So.
and it didn't make any sense, and they're gonna do it again.
It did make sense. It did.
It was awesome though, so it doesn't matter to them. It didn't make sense.
I loved it. Seth freaking Rollins, my boy.
Well, they did it in the main event of WrestleMania, and the crowd went home happy because Roman didn't win the belt.
I mean, they booked themselves out of a corner. They booked themselves out of a corner.
Yep, that's right.
They went in on corner. Tyler Roman. When in doubt, Tyler Roman. That's how it works.
And Roman and Brock was a good match before Rollins got involved.
They're happy Brock did win, to be honest.
True.
Roman was selling his butt off for that man too. Anyway,
Yes, he was.
moving on. Is it Jinder? My boy? Yeah, the modern day Maharaja. He gonna lose, bro. I'm sorry, Jinder.
What?
I don't want to do it. I really don't.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked you're picking that.
I don't want
Okay.
to see you lose.
Oh my God. Okay. I have a rebuttal with this.
Right. We got Jinder Mahal versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Every logical being in my mind is saying, bruh, Nakamura gonna win. But dang on, I'm going with the fan in me. I'm going with the modern day Maharaja. And that's what it says. The words. I don't think anyone can understand Jinder Mahal's music, but it's catchy. And I'm going with Jinder Mahal, baby. Can I put him on upset alert? Is that a thing we can do here? Is that a thing we can do? But yeah, I'm going with Jinder, but Nakamura probably gonna win. But they going the fan in me. The fan in me gonna be like, let's go, Jinder. Brandon.
Thing is, I was about 99.9% sure that Jinder was going to lose the belt at SummerSlam to Nakamura, and that did not happen. And I was pissed. I was really mad.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I'm sorry.
What happened?
So WWE
Did you
NXT
step on a
TakeOver
spider?
War Games. Oh my God, War Games is coming back. Oh my God!
Wow,
What?
you're officially the last person to find that out. Good job, Justin.
Oh my God!
I had no idea either. That's awesome. Finally.
Oh my God!
Well, you know they'll bastardize it to hell, so you never know. You never know. WWE, you know that will put their spin on it, but no, I didn't know that either. So that's news to me too. But yeah, I think Nakamura is going to get the W this time. I think the gender experiment has come to an end.
Not experiment, he's the future.
The future.
The future.
The future. All right. Yeah, he's like I said. He hasn't done a bad job, and he actually does get hatred and boos and heat from the crowd. It's just his pay-per-view matches have been very, very lackluster. It's just especially that Punjabi chopstick match.
That was a good match, darn it. Great Khali coming back, it was awesome. Great moment.
I don't know about that, but no, I think Nakamura's going to win this time.
I mean, we hate Vince, but we cheer for him every time he comes back. So same difference.
Who? Khali?
We hate Vince, but we cheer for him every time he comes out. Same concept.
I kind of get sad when I see Vince nowadays. He's looking his age now. He's really looking. He definitely looked his age when he took that ridiculous headbutt to the from Owens. Ooh, that was pretty rough. But yeah, I think Nakamura gets the W. I think we get a new champion, and he'll keep the belt. I think until probably Royal Rumble or WrestleMania. I think whoever wins the Royal Rumble is going to face him and beat him at WrestleMania.
It's going to be Jinder Mahal, Justin.
Now you see, originally I was going with Shinsuke Nakamura, but after I listened to Dave Meltzer, what he was talking about, WWE, they're going to be doing this India tour, okay? And see, WWE is trying to expand their India fans. So that India tour is coming up. So I think the reason why they're going to keep title on Jinder Mahal is to get more eyes with the India fans.
What's an India fan?
I don't know.
Well, the thing is, he's Canadian. The dude's Canadian. I know,
but
his family's still from India, darn it.
But he's native Canadian.
Wait.
He is.
Wait, hold up. That's already failed. The Indian fans don't care about Jinder Mahal. That's already failed.
But I mean that's what I heard. So I got Jinder Mahal winning here just because why take the off right now?
About the modern day Maharaja, Casey.
So the modern day Maharaja is going to win here.
Do you think he's going to win?
Yeah, because they're getting ready to go down the tour, and they're just. I don't understand to take the title off of him.
India fans, bro.
They want to get them India fans into it.
I think he means Indian fans, but that's okay.
Indian fans.
They want to get them America fans.
They need to get them Japanese fans.
No, them Japan fans. Yeah, I got
Japan fans.
The Indian fans. India. I don't know. I'm talking.
Sarah said she's starting to like the modern day Maharaja, baby. See, Sarah, I knew there was a connection between us. I just couldn't figure out what it was, and it's the modern day Maharaja. Casey.
First of all, Justin, why are you getting so excited about War Games? You don't like anything that happened before 1999. So
yes, I do. I freaking love War Games. Shut the hell up, brother. Shut the hell up, brother. Brother, you don't know. You don't know my life.
We do know your life. We've listened to you review WrestleManias before, like 98.
No bullshit, guys. I actually was at the last War Games match they ever had, and it was the absolute worst match I've ever seen in my entire life. It was so
get ready to top
bad.
It.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. That match was bad. That match consisted of people.
Oh, no, it is NXT though. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
Well, that's true.
As long as the Velveteen Dream, I'll be happy.
Well, the thing is, when I went to that War Games match, it consisted of 9 guys getting knocked out by gas and Hogan hitting people with slapjacks and the
Was
Warrior.
it gas like Natalia's gas?
No, not that kind of gas. No, it was like it was
Oh.
basically it looked like smoke bombs. It was really, but the Warrior popped up or something like that, and he tore his bicep coming out of the cage. It was awful. It was really bad. It was. I swear to God, and I was like 9, and I thought it was the worst match I've ever seen when I was 9 years old, before I became a jaded wrestling fan.
That now listen here. See, I don't like the early 90s.
Well,
really
that's when
early
I started
90s.
watching wrestling. That's when I started watching wrestling.
Cause like the late 80s, that's I didn't really like the late
Bruh,
80s and stuff.
Earthquake was the GOAT. You shut your mouth.
Late 80s, early 90s was like the best part. Like, what is wrong with you?
Oh yeah,
The late 80s, the late 80s, early 90s was New Japan now.
yeah.
That's
Well,
true.
also 1997 and 1998 were pretty badass though.
That's it. I like the 95 and
No, you
then
won't
on.
go to 2000.
95 was a bad year for wrestling. You had the dumpster guy, you had Sebastian Booger and Dungeon of Doom.
Dude, you know what we need to bring back though? I think a match that's missing from WWE right now was Judy Bagwell on a pole.
Oh God. On
a
Judy
forklift.
Bagwell on
My
a pole
apologies.
match, bro. We did have more pole matches, bro. You know, if Russo was still there, we'd have pole matches every week.
And anyway, back to the
Yes. Let's get back to Nakamura.
We went way off.
Yeah.
Okay, I love the modern day Maharaja. I do.
You don't. Shut your
I'm
mouth.
still Team Jinder, but Shinsuke Nakamura is finally gonna win.
Yep.
You know, Shinsuke reminds me a lot of that. This match kind of reminds me of a big match we were supposed to have in the Cruiserweight Classic, Casey. I'm trying to think of what the guy's name.
Wait! Don't tell me. I think it was Zack Sabre Jr. versus Kata Ibushi.
Amy, do you have any thoughts on this particular match? Or you want to be mad at Casey? Feel free.
Amy?
I think I set it up.
Well, we all know Jinder's not going to win. Jinder will end up winning because WWE hates life and they know Shinsuke doesn't need a title. And he'll eventually win his first title against AJ Styles. It makes no sense to have him win against Jinder Mahal since he's worthless. And this is not a match.
He's not worthless. He's your modern day Maharaja. You shut your mouth.
To be honest. So,
Well, the thing is, that it's probably going to feature some kind of interference from the Singh brothers.
We attraction Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Hell in a Cell. The WWE title means nothing in this pay-per-view. It's just a match. They have to defend it. Oh, because, Jinder's not part-time like Brock Lesnar. So it means nothing. They're not going to have Shinsuke beat Jinder. It's not even a good enough match for him to win the title in my opinion.
Is this in Hell in a Cell?
It's Royal Rumble versus
What?
It's not in Hell in a Cell, but I'm not really mad about it because it's not one of those feuds that really deserves Hell in a Cell.
New Day and Usos actually fits Hell in a Cell because they've had a pretty good feud over the last.
And Owens and Shane deserve it also because
absolutely.
Anything that's personal deserves Hell in a Cell.
That's a very personal feud.
And anything with Shane, he always deserves a Hell in a Cell match.
Well, the thing is that feud's been brewing. It's been brewing since WrestleMania.
See, I kind of like back at SummerSlam, I go like, well, they're going to have a Hell in a Cell match. I kind of predicted it back then, I mean, it's easy sometimes. You can predict when there's going to be a Hell in a Cell match.
Sarah, check the tape. I don't think you did. Moving on.
You didn't.
Moving on to our main event of the evening, which is Shane O'Mac. Money. I think that's where Grado got that from. We gotta get that money. I think that's where he got it from. But we got Shane McMahon going up against Kevin Owens in Hell in a Cell. It's gonna be a really good match.
It's a false count anywhere, Hell in a Cell.
True, they should all be false count
anywhere.
See, I don't understand how it could be false count anywhere. So they're just going to pin somewhere outside, like on the floor. You know what I mean? Like, the cage is going to be broken.
That means there's probably going to be on top of the cell antics because you can pin them on top of the cell. You can pin them on the corner of the cell.
You know something's gonna happen.
You can pin them. You know that special
gonna...
cell that they putting outside of the ring. You can pin them on that.
You can pin on the table.
You can pin on the coal mine. You can pin on coal mine. You can pin on coal mine. But I'm going with Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens has been doing a fabulous job as a heel, especially in this freaking feud. It's been friggin' awesome. He's been great. I look forward to hearing his promo every single week on the McMahons in general. And I think Kevin Owens wins this. It's hard for Shane to win matches and the guy to come back the next week and be like, yeah, so I just lost to Shane. So even though Shane, I don't know, like Shane's good and I love Shane, but I think it's hard on the person who he's working with if they lose to Shane, because it's like, I just lost to Shane. So I think all this has been building up Kevin Owens for a reason. So I think they got to keep it going and have him win this match, in my opinion. So I'm going with KO, Kevin Owens. Love this man tremendously. He's my boy. Brandon.
Yeah, I'm going to piggyback what you said about Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, honestly, he's the best heel in the entire company. The guy just oozes hatred. I mean, just absolute. When you see this guy, you're like, he's really good, but man, he's such an asshole. He's just so good at it. He's so good. He
speaks English.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And he also, and being, when you speak French, you're really going to get hatred put on you by the U.S. audience. But the thing is, with Owens, he's done such a good job. I liked his segment with Vince, even though I think the headbutt was a little ridiculous. I just think, with the concussion lawsuit and how they won't let Daniel Bryan wrestle, but a 72-year-old man can take a headbutt straight to the head, but that's another story for another day. But no, Owens and Shane, I like the feud. I think it's been building up for a while, building up ever since Owens got put on SmackDown, and I think there's no really upside to Shane winning this match. All signs point towards Shane possibly getting the win, especially after the way SmackDown ended on Tuesday. With Owens pretty much laying Shane out, putting him through a table, and then beating him up again. And usually the guy who is laying or gets beat up before the go home show, before the pay-per-view, usually that guy wins. But I think there's no real upside to Shane winning this match, because really Shane could lose and it won't really hurt. It won't hurt him.
And he's like he's the commissioner, so
he's the commissioner. He's not a wrestler. He'll wrestle every now and again, but he doesn't need the win.
Because if you have a commissioner beating someone actively on the roster, that would just be terrible for it. Like that would just. Look good.
It made Kevin Owens look like an idiot, and it make him look incompetent. And honestly, I think Owens he's honestly been built up almost like a vicious sociopath, and I like that. I like that we don't see that in wrestling that much anymore, and I like that. I like somebody who's just a straight up heel, and not like a cool heel, just a guy who's a complete vicious, cold hearted bastard. I mean, I think that's awesome. I think that's good. I think that's one of the few things WWE's been doing on the main roster that I've really been into, is the way they've built him the last month or two. But I do think Owens is going to get the win. I think it's going to be a hell of a match, a hell of a fight. I think it's probably going to get some blood. Probably going to get a little. I think it's going to get a little bloody. And I tell you what, when they added the Falls Count Anywhere stipulation, I have a feeling, and this is a very, very bold prediction I'm about ready to make. I think Sami Zayn gets involved in this somehow, and I think Sami Zayn is going to begrudgingly or help Kevin Owens or lay Shane out or something like that, because when you watch SmackDown on Tuesday where Sammy warned Shane about Kevin Owens, Shane kind of shrugged it off and basically dismissed it. And the way they set it up and the way he was looking, I was like, something is going to happen on Sunday with this False Count Anywhere stipulation. I think Sammy is going to indirectly help Owens win the match, but because it gives Sammy something to do, because Sammy's done nothing for so long. And I think he might actually have something to sink his teeth into it. Maybe, get a little juice going, for his character. But yeah, like I said, that's a kind of a bold prediction. I think with any type of interaction between Owens and Zayn that actually is them helping each other. That's just how I feel. I feel it coming. I've seen it foreshadowing. I think it can happen. So I think Owens gets the win. I think Zayn gives him an unintentional or maybe like a begrudging assist. We'll see what happens, but that's just how I feel. I don't know how you guys feel, but I think Owens gets the win with some unexpected help from Sami Zayn.
Interesting. Justin.
This match is gonna be really awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. But when they put false count anywhere, I go like, "Yep, this match is gonna be breaking outside the cage," because like it wouldn't make sense like this to just keep them confined in the cage if it says false count anywhere. You know what I mean? Like this, like that would be kind of stupid for them like this be pinning like randomly on the floor when like they don't break out of the cage. You know what I mean? I mean that would just be kind of just weird. You know what I mean?
No, it's still technically inhibits the false count anywhere rule. So.
Well, I think it really
true.
takes away from the actual people being confined into the cell.
I kind of because like you're supposed to keep inside the cell. That's why I call cell. Should be false. Whatever. But I think we're gonna see a big move off the top of the cell by Shane. I want to see a shooting star press off the top of the cell.
Well, I mean, come on, man! It's not a video game.
Okay. Or 450 splash.
Oh God!
Ooh, Shane might disintegrate.
That'd be pretty cool to see. I mean, maybe we might see that in a video game.
Let's see a red arrow.
Oh my God!
Let's see a senton off the top of the cell. Okay, we can see a senton.
I don't know. I tell you, Shane's about 45 years old. That'd be kind of tough.
Okay, at least we'll see an elbow drop off the top of the cell. At least we'll see that.
Yeah,
we might see a moonsault off the top of the cell
by Kevin Owens. Oh man, that would just kill Shane. Or maybe a frog splash, or a bullfrog splash.
Bullfrog splash.
Amy said move it along. Enough of the talking.
I'm happy.
I got Kevin Owens winning here. I just don't see any point of Shane McMahon winning. I mean, because like I said, he's the commissioner of SmackDown, and he's not an active wrestler, so there's no point of him to win. And that would just make Kevin Owens look weak. Going, what was the point of this? Like, what would have been the point of this? But I got Owens to win here.
All right.
I don't really see Zayn getting involved though.
Not yet.
Okay, now I'm done.
Okay. Are you? Casey and/or Amy, and/or both at the same time.
Well, I'm giving it Justin Butler because when he's done, he's not always done. Anyway, this is definitely going to be a good match. It's probably, like we said, going to be match of the night. I don't see any way that Shane wins because not only, first of all, that would basically be a double loss for Kevin Owens because one, you get beat at Hell in a Cell, but then you have to deal with your boss who beat you on SmackDown. It's like pouring salt in the wound, and Shane doesn't need the win. So it's definitely going to be a good match. I kind of don't want to see Sami Zayn get involved because I don't want to see a Sami Zayn heel turn because I like happy babyface Sami Zayn that doesn't get pushed or anything.
Well, at least if he's a heel, he might actually get pushed for once.
He won't. He won't.
I can't see Zayn as a heel.
I don't know. James
Yeah.
Ellsworth's still around somehow.
I mean, I couldn't see Enzo as a heel until he turned heel. So
It's been amazing.
it's been really good. But yeah,
You're wrong.
Amy.
Actually, I'm going with Shane. Not because I don't like KO.
Boo.
Behind this. Look, he's fighting for his family. They're not just gonna. There's a reason for Shane winning this. If he loses, yeah, what's it gonna matter? What can Kevin Owens do? He's already defeated, headbutted one McMahon, the other one. Stephanie's not coming out Raw. I mean, unless that sets up Triple H and KO. The only thing I can think of. However, Shane wins, and then you get the full heel Kevin Owens. He will go apeshit and somehow come out of after a pinfall, whatever, and destroy the living hell out of McMahon. That helps put Kevin Owens over as more of a heel. Him winning doesn't really do much, in my opinion. He won. But him losing and going apeshit crazy like Brock Lesnar did to all the commentators and the cameraman the one day helps him as a better heel, in my opinion. KO doesn't need a belt. He's great without it. So I think this helps him just as a heel. I mean, he could be some unstoppable heel. Yeah, Shane got the pinfall, but afterwards, he goes apeshit. The only thing I don't like about this match is false count anywhere. In my opinion, that's stupid for Hell in a Cell because it takes away from the actual use of the cell. Like, I mean, think about Undertaker, Mankind, Triple H, Mankind. People went through the cell, people went off the cell. You kind of can't have that and have false count anywhere, in my opinion. Someone goes through the cell, more than likely they're kaput, done. So I see Shane doing something that he did in 2001 with Backlash, where he went off the Titantron on the Big Show. That I can see. Because you know it's Shane, it's a for them, high-profile pay-per-view. He's going to do something big. Otherwise, it's just pointless to make it false count anywhere.
Oh, Shane's definitely jumping off something.
Yeah, but
It's probably going to be the cell.
Doesn't help his character. I don't see Sammy getting involved because that's just stupid and pointless, in my opinion. There's no... Not unless you're setting up Sami Zayn versus Shane McMahon. Good Lord. That's the only thing that happens because somehow it's going to screw over Shane and Kevin Owens would win. That's the only thing, and then maybe Sammy gets fired or suspended. Who knows? But that's all that I can see that happening. That's why I think Shane winning is the best option, and KO losing puts him more over than anything.
Well, I can't believe I'm about ready to say this because I'm not a Triple H fan, but the thing is also with Triple H, you know, you mentioned Triple H and Mankind, Triple H and Mick Foley. That Hell in a Cell match was great because it told a good story because, you know, that was Mick Foley's retirement match. I'd say that with the quotation marks.
Mick Foley's like a retirement match.
Yeah, he's like Terry Funk. But the thing is with that match was so well done. That story was so well done because Triple H did everything to Mick Foley and still was not able to beat him. Still not able to beat him. He fell through the cage, went through the mat. I think he pedigreed him and he kicked out.
But dang going it, this fool found a way to win.
The thing is also Triple H did win that match. But Triple H had to go above and beyond to beat him.
When Randy went apeshit on the entire McMahon family and started punching the living hell out of everybody and RKOing Stephanie McMahon. That's where they are now. But it makes no sense for Kevin to win. Who's next? That doesn't set up anything except KO versus Triple H, which I don't see Triple H coming on SmackDown at all.
Well, Kevin's going back to Raw. He's going back to Raw after this.
During the next shakeup.
SmackDown the next day, and it's, Kevin Owens got the better of me, and then Kevin Owens is running the show somehow, unless Daniel Bryan's coming out of retirement to defend the SmackDown brand.
Do it! Yeah.
Oh my God, that would be great.
Do it.
In my opinion, there's nothing to set it up unless they're pulling Bryan out of retirement, which that would be a stupid match to do for. you can
Oh.
do better because you can have the two brand general managers go at it. That would be more.
I'd sign up to the network if they put a Owens and Bryan match together. Holy
Wait, you're not
Christ.
signed up on the network?
No, I gave up on it. My internet connection's too bad out in the sticks.
How do you watch your pay-per-views?
I go over to my buddy's house.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, but I still keep up. I still keep up with it. I still, I still watch the shows and everything.
You know what? He just kind of guesses and then comes on the reviews and acts like.
Oh yeah. I just read the results. No. Actually, I watched the show with a buddy of mine.
All right, but that was your Hell in a Cell predictions 2017. We're excited for the show, I guess. Somewhat, slightly, somewhat, kinda. But anyway, if you haven't already, be sure to hit the subscribe button for us. Be sure to like us on Facebook. The link is in the description. Also, be sure to check out the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast episode 7. It was amazing. It was great. Casey and I did it, and it was the greatest episode of all time, besides 1 through 6. So we will see you guys next time that we have a prediction show, or the next video that we have, which will be NXT / Impact Wrestling as well, coming up on tomorrow. And the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast episode 8 coming up on Friday or Saturday this weekend. So we'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed. Go enjoy the pay-per-view. We'll see you guys next time. This was ICWP.